We'll just do the Iran war a little bit, because there's been a couple big things that have shown up. First of all, Trump and Tehran are having good talks, apparently. Come on, Reuters.
Patience do you have left?
I have a lot of patience. I have
A lot of
plenty
patience.
time.
A lot of patience, man. He has a lot of patience. He has a lot of patience.
Plenty of time. Their whole shoreline's wiped out. The strait is in very good shape. And we're talking right now. You know, they wanted to talk. Their people said, please don't shoot last night, the night before, 2 nights. Don't do it. You know, we're having good talks.
Yeah, great talks, man. Great topics. Totally real talks that are happening. Talks that are 100% happening. That I can believe Trump is talking to Iran right now. 100%.
So we'll see what happens. I think...
Yeah, dude. Don't believe a shit they say. Washington abruptly suspended a 2-week campaign of airstrikes on Iran in Saturday's last Trump's latest strategic U-turn in a 5-month-old conflict. We're having good talks. I think there's a good chance something good could happen. And if it does, good. If it doesn't, we go back to doing what we were doing 2 days ago. At a campaign rally in Michigan later on Monday, Trump said, you can't bribe them, you got to beat them. We'll beat the hell out of them, but we'll see how it turns out. Right now, there are very friendly negotiations going on. Iran's foreign military or ministry spokesman Ismail Baghei said on Monday that messages were still being passed between sides through mediators. Iran has not forsaken diplomacy, but reports requesting negotiations were fabricated. This is not in our DNA. A senior Iranian official told Reuters on Sunday that Iran would halt its own attacks as long as Trump's self-imposed ceasefire continued, which includes the ceasefire, which includes Israel. Like, man, it's going to be so funny if we get rid of Israel. Are oil prices still going down? Fell 820 to 81.98 a barrel. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's gonna go up though. Iranian state media informed source saying that Iran had turned around 6 offending ships on Monday that attempted to cross the Strait of Hormuz without permission. Trump launched a renewed bombing campaign to punish Iran after Tehran fired on ships using a route promoted by the United States, which told vessels to sail close to the coast of Oman. Iran says ships may only pass through a Hormuz channel that runs closer to its own coast, which it controls, and where it tends to impose transit fees. The 2 weeks renewed U.S. bombing kills scores in Iran and deploys bridges and tunnels across the south as well as military targets. Yeah. Iran is never going to stop fighting, by the way, guys. They're definitely being supported by Russia. And, like, why the hell would they stop? Why the fuck would they stop? They have literally zero reason to stop. I don't know, man. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I really wanted to talk about this. Because we've been suspecting a tie-in with Russia for a while now, so...
Tensions are high in the Middle East as the White House insists all options remain on the table for Iran after the U.S. elected not to strike again last night. But it comes...
Art of the deal, man. We're going to strike you? Okay, wait. Actually, this is looking bad for us. Can we please make a deal?
As reports suggest, Iran's new supreme leader is more interested in building a nuclear weapon than his late father.
That's just like not even true.
Foreign correspondent Trey Yingst is in Tel
Like, I don't even know. How can you trust anything that comes out of either government, man?
Aviv with the latest. Trey?
Yeah, hey guys, good morning. The United States has stopped hitting Iran for the moment after 13 straight nights of strikes that ended late last week. Reports do indicate there are diplomatic efforts underway to get the United States and Iran back to an agreement. And we do know this, as President Trump indicated on Friday, he believes Iran still wants to make a deal.
And every once in a while, they're going to set some things up.
This, by the way, was terrible. This was awful. He looked like shit the entire time.
And by the way, they are talking to us right now. They'd love to make a deal. I don't think they're ready to. I don't think it's time yet, but I'm willing to listen. But they cannot have a nuclear weapon.
While
Nope.
diplomatic efforts
Only the
unfold
US.
with Iran, the Iran-backed Houthis in Yemen are once again in direct conflict with Saudi Arabia after attacking 2 Saudi-owned oil tankers last week. The Saudis responded with heavy airstrikes against the Yemen-based proxy group. The Houthis then ramped up attacks on Saudi oil refineries, launching new missiles over the weekend. Days ago, President Trump issued a warning to the Houthis, saying that if attacks on vessels in the Red Sea continue, that both the Houthis and Iran would pay a military price. Despite this, the Houthis are still threatening the Bab al-Mandab Strait, saying that a blockade on Saudi vessels remains in effect. We're also tracking another interesting development involving Ukraine. According to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, Ukrainian forces struck Iranian vessels that were carrying military cargo between Russia and Iran in the Caspian Sea, an expanding front in this war. Countries across the region do remain on alert today, including Israel. The Israelis held a cabinet meeting this morning, and there are questions about what the days ahead will bring. Guys?
Thank you, Trey.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, man. We're doing so good, man. We're doing so good. Like, I don't even know what to say at this point. Because it's obvious that this is an unserious set of negotiations that neither side cares to, like, genuinely hold an interest in. You know what I mean, man? Are you guys hearing me? You guys feeling what I'm saying? Because, like, look at this shit, dude. Where is it? Look at this shit from Trump, man. Strike on Karg. Guardian Angels of the World. Iran. No more engines. It's our oil tanker now.
The one of him saving George Washington from falling off a cliff. It appears to be Mount Rushmore, though oddly, Abraham Lincoln missing. You're just going to have to go on Truth Social yourself to check that one out.
Wait, I want to see this one. Trump saving George Washington. I need to see this image. Oh, dude, this guy is so cooked. Oh my god. And of course he didn't put Abraham Lincoln on there. He probably doesn't like Abraham Lincoln all that much. The bow tie doesn't look good on him. Makes him look ginormous. Trump is a big guy. Trump is ginormous.
As you look at this, it raises all sorts of questions. I mean, on one hand, it's like, man, this is everyone's uncle, like, falling for AI slop on social media. Except this case, it's the commander-in-chief who has the ability with a single order, to re-engage a war or more. What does this tell you when you see something like this?
Well, look, this is not a well man. I mean, there's some need that we have as a society to pretend otherwise. Donald Trump was never prepared to be president. He's been president. He's still not prepared. And now he's in a decline. And today's the best day of the Trump presidency. Tomorrow will be worse. And there's this strange need that we have to ignore this, because I think to admit it, the consequences are so devastatingly disturbing. But it's what's dangerous is not that this guy hanging around the house doing this wacky stuff. It's that he's gone to war with the Persian Empire. And we seem to be losing a war.
We're just calling it the Persian Empire now.
Every 60 days. And this is something that will take a very long time for the United States to regain, if we can, our credibility in the world. So it's just another example of how irresponsible and unpatriotic Republicans were to go along with Donald Trump. And every member in the Senate knows it. Every Republican does, and they still do it. And it's one of the darker chapters in American history.
Well, we can safely predict what the response from Republicans on Capitol Hill will be when asked about these social media posts. They'll say they hadn't seen them. So, Chris O'Leary, but we know this is, it's the way we live now, 2026 moment, I suppose, where
this guy kind of looks like John Cena. He looks even bigger with the bow tie. True.
U.S. conflict has also at times devolved into a meme war. They seem to like Legos. The President Trump likes AI slop. But
I do think it's funny that Iran makes the Legos. I think Iran's Legos are really funny. I think Iran's Legos are funny, guys. I'm not going to lie. I can't lie about it. I think the Iran Legos are a little funny. I don't know, man. This war is so
Like, what
fucking
sort of message does it
unserious.
send to them, to Tehran, when you see the president spend hours at a time on a spree like this?
I think they will not take him seriously, and they see him as desperate. He thinks this is an effective way of communicating.
They're so
and
desperate, guys.
negotiating, and it's
They're so
simply not.
desperate.
It's disgraceful. It's unpresidential, and it doesn't give him any additional leverage. And what he should be doing is reading history, at nights before he falls asleep, and understanding that the Iran-Iraq War lasted 8 years, and it was.
Yeah, Trump doesn't read history, dude. I don't know, man. This war is so fucking unserious, and it has been since day one. Everybody knows this. Democrats and Republicans. Even Trump knows this war isn't a serious, war. He doesn't care for the outcome. He cares for the political gains it could have made him, and he is scrambling to figure out what to do since it's fucking blown up in his face. This war has blown up in his face worse than pretty much almost any war I can think of off the top of my head, except for maybe the Iraq war. And but even that, Bush was still doing well. People were still in support of it. 1 in 3 Americans support this war right now. That's really bad. 33% of the population supports this. That is terrible. Terrible for the Trump administration. That is comedically bad on how this is going. I don't know, man. American decade of humiliation, as it always is. This shit's so fucking funny, though, to me at the end of the day. Not really. It's depressing, but I mean, our government and most governments around the world are run by complete fucking morons who don't know how to run a government. So do with that what you will, people. Will anything change ever? No, probably not. Then whatever.